Alright, so today I want to talk about, a pretty basic checkmate. In the endgame, it's when you have a king and a queen versus a king, and it's a pretty common checkmate, and it would be pretty disappointing to play a game to the end and you up a queen, easy win, and you don't, know how to convert it. So I decided to do another video on these basic checkmates and show you how to do the checkmate. Now first, I should show the basic idea. And the idea is to get the king to the corner or this back rank. So let's say if this king was here, for example, we could force him back, but you could also do a checkmate in the center. But it's basic. It's a lot more basic to simply put the king in the corner and checkmate. So the basic checkmate, there's a lot of different checkmates here actually. There's this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. You could choose from pretty much any one of those you want, but it's probably just easier to do, one of these or these instead of these or these. But it's checkmate. There's not a big difference really between. Well, yeah, there's no big difference. You could, yeah. So yeah. So what you do? So let's take a look here. As you can see, the king is far away. And this is an important idea. The king, you have the king cut off. He can't really escape, because all these, the king can't get past that line. But in order to win, you have to bring in your king, and yeah, so you got to get the king in. Also, you can't checkmate this king in the center. So if he was out in the center, you can't. There's no way to checkmate. If you just have a king and a queen, you got to force him to the back. And so, what would you do? Well, what you could do is you could bring your king in, but it's simpler to simply force the king back. And this is the knight's method, where you're a knight's distance away, where if this was a knight, it would be a checking move. And this move is, or this idea works so well because you see, when you check, let's say you did a check here, the king can simply escape. But with the knight's method, because of the way the queen moves, the king, he can't go here, here, or here, right? Because of the queen's range of mobility. So, it's maybe I didn't need to draw all those arrows. But anyways, king's only move is to go there, and you can continue the idea. And then you might just decide to do this, which is a blunder, because this is stalemate. You got to be careful here that you don't go too far, because the queen is powerful, but that you still got to be careful, because that's actually fairly common checkmate. So what you can do is, now the king's in the corner there, you can just begin by bringing your king. And of course the king only has 2 moves, and you can just bring in the king. And then it's simple checkmate. But you might be asking yourself, well, yeah, it's pretty easy, the queen's already there. Well, what you do is, so you might be wondering, how do you force the king to the back? And that's what this is all about here. That's what we're going to learn here. So, as you can see, the king's in the center. You cannot force checkmate while the king's in the center. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my queen here, and I'm going to slowly force the king back. So, I am going to let the computer play the moves. So you can see against strongest play, yeah, it's a win. So as you can see, I'm using the knight's method, where I stay in knight's distance away, and you can see I'm now controlling here, the king moves, and then I go here. So the king moves forward, and then you move here. Again, just keeping the knight's distance. Like, I don't think you'd want to go way over here, because that's just a waste of time, you know, just keep moving. Okay, so the king goes back. Now, so that's the computer does, and then you can just do this and do the same idea that was shown here. Remember, it's the same idea, but what if the king doesn't go back? So let's say the king goes here. Well, you can just continue with this. Turn off the computer. You can continue with this idea, and if the king still doesn't want to go, well, you can just go here and keep him off of this one, and or you could go here and keep it that way. And as you can see, you can just easily bring your king in. Well, maybe not that far, but you just bring your king in and then checkmate. So yeah, let's see how well I can do that against the computer, because let's see if I'm able to beat the computer at high speeds. Anyway, okay, this is alright. Hopefully this doesn't look too bad. Clear the board. Alright, so let's put king, queen, and king, the machine, and we'll see if I can win. Yeah, a little faster. I'll give myself a half minute just to be generous. I'll play as white. Hopefully this doesn't, okay, good. The board is perfectly. So again, we're using this knight's method technique, and, you know, just, as you can see, the king is forced back, and then we can just throw in that checkmate. Of course, I could have put the queen there, but anyway. So yeah, I hope this helped you out a little, and if you want to practice this game yourself, or this endgame yourself, I'll provide a link where you can do some practice, and yeah, thanks for watching, and bye for now.